meteorologist Max Lagano.
Well, once again, a very happy Friday night in Southwest Louisiana. We had a pretty nice day outside earlier, and this evening, honestly, I think is even nicer, especially if you're north of I-10 where things are cooling down a little bit. Fort Johnson is the coolest spot in our local viewing area at 71 degrees, with other readings into the low 70s north of I-10 as well. That includes 72 degrees over in Oakdale and DeQuincy. We are a bit warmer closer to the coastline though, as humidity starts to creep back in. We're having a temperature up to 77 degrees at the Lake Charles Regional Airport. Aside from that though, things are very quiet here in Southwest Louisiana. We still have quite a bit of clear skies across the region here, and we'll just have these temperatures continue to fall gradually during the rest of the nighttime hours. So that brings us to tomorrow morning, where temperatures should range anywhere from, I think, the upper 60s to low 70s north of I-10, maybe closer to the mid 70s along the interstate. It's also worth mentioning that it would not be a shock maybe to see a couple areas of patchy fog develop near sunrise as humidity increases a little bit. But even if that happens, I would expect those to burn off during the morning hours. And with some sunshine adding things into play here, we'll have these temperatures back, I think, near or maybe even a touch above the 90-degree mark. Overall, though, things are looking pretty nice for any outdoor plans you may have, although by the second half of the day, we may start to see a bit more cloud cover stream into play. As we go forward in time into the evening, this model kind of wants to suggest the possibility of maybe seeing an isolated shower try to develop later on during the day. I can't fully rule that out. We'll have some slightly increasing moisture into Southwest Louisiana later tomorrow, so I've put a slight 20% rain chance in the forecast to account for that. Even if that happens, though, I think any showers would be very isolated and move pretty quickly. So overall, that's good news if you're going out to the McNeese football game or the tailgate tomorrow. The weather, I think, for the most part cooperates, as temperatures, that's the big story here. They're going to be warm at tailgate near 90 degrees and slowly fall throughout the rest of the night. Again, kickoff is at around 7 o'clock tomorrow. Other than that, though, this same weather pattern that we're going to be dealing with tomorrow, I don't think is going to change much, at least over the next several days. So that means we may have some intermittent clouds, maybe a couple spotty showers during the afternoon, but overall I think those rain chances will remain pretty limited. Here's a quick look at the tropics, and the news here continues to be good for us here in Southwest Louisiana, where there's no threats locally. Only a couple areas out there. One is this disturbed area of weather near the Carolinas that could try to develop before moving into the Carolinas next week. But again, that's obviously not something we have to worry about. The other area is Tropical Storm Gordon in the central Atlantic, but I do think this is going to stay out in the Atlantic as we head into next week. So obviously some good news there. The bottom line is the warm weather remains the big story this weekend and beyond, as I see a lot of temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees each and every day. Cynthia?
All right, sounds fine. Thanks, Max. Well,